Courage, Valor, Red.
Valor. Okay, we're on level 4. There's a secret wall to the east.
There is, and the south would be a long trog through
nothing. The south appears to be quite useless. Cool.
I might use another Gemworld here. Alright, so you could just, do east is the best way.
Yeah. And these are not, that's not a field, that's just lava. So can't dispel that.
It looks like a field to me, but it's fine.
Wow,
well, blackness.
I cast magic missile at the darkness! Oh, I can't fire through the blackness. I assumed it was going to be essentially nothing. Like, this is just a platform suspended over an infinite, I don't know, abyss?
We know that ghosts can move through walls, so they're basically just walls.
This looks like a stomach.
You're right, Specklad. It does. It looks like a stomach.
We're being consumed by the Stygian abyss. There are a lot of them.
There are a lot of them.
And also, we just can't hit. We just can't hit. Hitting isn't a thing we can do. We can't hit. You should use a sleep spell, suggests Specklad, because ghosts can be put
because
to
if
sleep.
there are a lot of them, a sleep spell would be more
cool.
efficient.
It did nothing.
Several of them. How do you know?
I guess I don't know how to tell if ghosts are asleep.
The other thing I was going to suggest is, didn't you get, like, the equivalent of the exotics in this? Did you? Or maybe you didn't.
No.
Okay, maybe you didn't. Maybe I'm just thinking wrong.
Oh, is that not hittable because it's in the wall?
Yeah, it's in the wall.
But
Don't shoot at that thing.
I've hit things that are just immediately in the wall. You can hit things that are just in the wall. That's fine. Sleeping Ghost is a good tavern name, says Kyle in chat. That sounds like a... I guarantee you there are already 3 Sleeping Ghosts somewhere in the United Kingdom. And what's interesting is every single one of them, by sheer coincidence, is also next to a pub called the Red Lion. So, unrelated pubs.
And unrelated taverns. Taverns.
Die! I'm just trying to work my way through all this other stuff that this abyss digested. It's pretty...
Yeah, you are going backwards through the digestive system.
You know what? Maybe given what just happened, which is my computer just frazzled up a bit. You know what? I think I need a new case. I think that my all computing issues are because I have dual 2080s in a case that is not intended to have more than
in a case that's meant to be an oven.
In a case that's meant to be an oven is the thing. I bought an oven then I put a computer in it.
Yeah, you bought oven sides and put a computer in it, and you were like, this should work fine.
Lacking airflow, exactly, Dan. Wow, this sucks. This is a real garbage fire right here.
You can't go the water route. Yeah, this is real garbage. I would use sleep at the beginning of this battle.
Oops. I did get chest instead. That felt relevant.
So you're just not going to cast sleep now?
I wanted the one who was not going to make progress cast it. I mean,
so some of them aren't moving.
Some of them aren't moving.
Oh yeah. A lot of them actually. Only 4 of them or 5 of them are.
So yeah, you can just tell by their animation.
Yeah. So there's no actual indication except their animation, which is interesting to know.
Cool. We all missed. I don't understand why we can't hit. I don't think you can even hit this from this angle. This sucks. This is the worst.
Yeah, you thought fighting in mountains was annoying. Have we got a room for you?
It also sucks that we can't hit. What the hell is going on? Hit! Hit the enemy!
You know you want it, enemy.
I was gonna, like, send them both ways just for giggles, but I think I am not going to make any progress in the left path, and I'm just gonna end up having to send them through the right path instead.
Yeah.
What is this? Like, actually, why? Who decided this was the right thing for this room? This is fun. I'm experiencing fun. If I keep telling myself I'm experiencing fun, it'll become true. This is a definite don't try and kill all the enemies in this room. We're just moving on. Oh god, I thought he killed Chamino. I was like, what the hell just happened?
I was talking and okay, oops. Yeah, I said, and you're asleep, and you're awake again. But anyway, as I was saying while I was muted, there are 8 floors to normal dungeons. There are 8 stones of 8 colors. That being said, you have already used the 3 stones associated with courage, truth, and love, so maybe there won't be 8 altars that you have to go down 8 floors in this dungeon?
A man can dream. Oh my god, this sucks so much. This is so bad! Hit! Just hit! This wouldn't be so bad if you could just hit!
Hey, Yowweasel. If it makes you feel any better, Phoenix is having fun.
Great. Okay, the one that was in our way ran away, so with a lot of luck, I can now get out of here. I made a terrible mistake.
Everything is fine. This is fine. Right? Found the altar.
Look at that. Look, I have food 170. Something is taking my food.
Yeah, something. Oh, it is those little goblins steal food. I remember now.
Oh, are those the same Oh, those are the same gremlins as in Ultima 2! Or
they must be, yeah.
3 or whatever had gremlins
3, I
in
think,
it.
yeah.
That's a real problem. I now have 170 food.
Yeah. You better hope there's not 8 floors. There's gonna be 8 floors.
Ah, what virtue doth stem from truth and love? They've said things like this. They've said this kind of thing. Honesty, compassion, valor is...
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Yes. Justice is truth and love only.
Justice...
And justice is green.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of layers here.
There's gonna be 8 floors. There's gonna be 8 floors. Well, 9 even, because there's gotta be a last floor. Well, maybe the 8th one will not take you down another floor.
It's all poison. Every fountain is a poison fountain, of course it is.
Oh, because Humility isn't gonna have one.
I'm not muting Mallow. I don't know why Mallow is muting Mallow.
No, I'm muting myself, sorry. Humility is gonna be the special one. So the reason I'm talking about this is because there are going to be 8 floors. There are going to be curing fountains here too. Anyway, there are going to be 8 floors, but if there were 8 altars that took you down levels, starting on level 1, that would get you to a 9th floor, and I don't think that's going to be the case. So the special case is going to be Humility, which is going to do something different when you get to the 8th floor. That's also, I think, sexuality... No, sexuality is special on its own. Ignore that.
Well, that at least wasn't poison, it was just pain.
Yeah.
They're all poison.
That was poison. Wow.
Yep, they're all poison and pain. There's nothing good.
They're all poison and pain. There are no good fountains in the Stygian Abyss. What a surprise.
P.S. I have 167 food because the gremlin...
I saw that, yeah.
No effect, okay. I hadn't paid attention the last time I slept. I don't wanna...
Well, at least there are no gremlins here.
At least there are no gremlins here. There's no escape, but I suspect that there will be if we walk to the right tile.
I would think so as well.
Is that fan very loud? But I am sufficiently concerned about the current temperature of my... Maybe what I need is like one of those test bench kind of computer cases that's just like totally open. I do have room for it. I could have one of those. How expensive is one of those? I'm doing this a bit slowly because I'm trying to watch my health and make sure it doesn't get too awful. Let me try positioning myself in such a position that maybe the fan doesn't interfere with the microphone as much. I don't freaking know. Maybe I made it worse. No, don't attack the thing behind the blue. Stop attacking the thing.
The thing behind the blue.
You heard.
It came from behind the blue. If you know what I mean.
He who waits behind the wall. I thought they could put us to sleep. I was wondering if that didn't work through blue or what, but it does. It does.
It does.
Neat.
Another thing I learned like 4 things from this one single site that shows maps of the Great Stygian Abyss. Another thing I learned is the possibility that you can't be put to sleep when you're poisoned.
We have been put to sleep when we're poisoned. The sleep cures the poison. You have nothing to say about that.
I'm just reading something that says... Let me find it again. Oh, maybe it's not on this page. Maybe it was on another page. Yeah, it wasn't on this page. I don't know where I saw it then.
I mean, we've been put to sleep while we were poisoned. The sleep cures the poison. Because you can only have one status effect at a time.
This says, drink from the poison fountain on level 5 to make the rest of the dungeon ridiculously easy. No more falling asleep everywhere. So, I don't know. Maybe that's a difference on the Sega Master System?
No, because you can only have one status ailment at a time. So maybe if you already have poison, then the sleep spell won't work on you, even if the,
maybe, yeah. Yeah, even if the sleep,
even if, like, sleep traps will, yeah.
Yeah.
I could believe that. Boy is very hurt and slightly poisoned. But then won't the poison kill you? Exactly, Specklad. I don't know. I mean, the poison's fairly slow, so maybe at this stage of the game that's
very
better.
Slow. And remember, you can sleep, like, you can camp while you're poisoned, and that doesn't actually hurt you. You actually heal still.
So, about that opening up a secret path. Because we want to go east, right? Or is it south?
No, you wanted to go south, I think.
Oh, okay. For some reason I thought the secret path was going to be east. I was like, what's going on?
Yeah, you went to the east to get in here.
That
opened to the area to the south. Yeah.
Okay, for some reason I thought I went to the east and I wanted to go more east.
It's a plus-shaped area of rooms. So you're going into the middle of the plus right now. You're starting in the top and going into the middle.
Only boy gets to be cured before going to the next room. No, we're all dead.
So I have a feeling this is why they suggested to get poison.
No, we're all dead.
Because poison would be preferable to this.
We're all dead.
You're definitely all dead. This is where you die.
What did... Oh, he didn't have enough mana for a sleep.
I mean, you could... Yeah, you're gonna guess.
Did some of them go to sleep? Maybe.
2 of them did. The 2... No.
Their movement is so kind of slow anyway.
Can't be put to sleep? Yeah.
No, there's definitely 2 that are asleep. I think the
northeasternmost one did.
Yeah. I'm gonna have everyone cast sleep and just hope we get lucky. Lucky. You feeling lucky, punk? Cool. Well, we're dead. Well, we're dead. Bye. We're deceased now.
I mean...
Goodbye, cruel world. Goodbye. Goodbye, cruel world. Goodbye. Goodbye, cruel world.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, cruel world. Goodbye. Goodbye, cruel world. Goodbye. Where did I get that from? It's such a specific reference, and I have no clue where I got it from.
I don't know. Specklad, I don't think there is a spell that. Okay, let me look that up because There is a spell that it's not a status protection spell, but I think negate does something. Let me double check. Negate. Negate makes it to where nobody can use magic, I guess.
That
might be
seems pretty
worth
good.
trying.
Yeah.
Yeah. It involves Nightshade, obviously, and Mandrake, by the way.
Well, I do have Nightshade and
It is
Mandrake.
a powerful spell. Yeah. So that might be the way to do it without being poisoned, without poisoning yourself.
Yeah, because I don't care if I can't use magic. If they can't use magic, then I'm happy.
Yeah.
Boy's almost dead. Boy's almost dead. Boy's dead. I like the occasional standing up for just a second only to go back to sleep. I'm gonna see this through. I'm gonna let them actually kill us all. And then we're gonna come back through this cave again. Fun. And this time, I'm gonna check how much food I have outside, and it's gonna be like 5,000 something.
So, one thing that I'll say is that apparently somebody, one thing that I'll say that's related to the skull, is apparently one of the people who tells you about the location of the skull also asks you to throw it into the abyss in order to destroy it. Now, this is information that I'm sure you've seen before,
Yeah.
but we didn't remember, and we didn't write down.
Meat. I just walked onto lava for no reason. Use item bell.
No.
What do you mean, no?
The skull.
Okay, fine. We'll use the skull here. I didn't lose my 8.
Yes, because if you read, it says it doesn't say you blew something up.
You cast the Skull of Mondane into the abyss. Okay, great. I cast it into the abyss. I'm a good guy now. Bell.
There you go.
Book. Candle. I only have 500 for food. So I did come into this with a fairly small amount of food.
Yeah,
Do we want to... You know what? We're not coming into this with that little food. That was stupid, especially since gremlins are going to steal our food.
Yes. So here's another question. How much time do you want to waste?
I feel it is certainly worth the while to get a little bit of Mandrake and Mandrake Linux Gaming Edition.
Yeah, that's not where I was going with that, but I guess my question is, do you want to waste at least an hour of time?
No, but I might if I have to. Oh, cool.
Oh, cool.
Neat. They're not gonna come closer. Why would they?
So you can craft a spell. You can craft which spell is it? What is it called? The gate spell.
True.
And use it to get out of here.
Or I could let them kill me, which would be fun.
I mean, that would work too. The reason I ask about wasting time is because there is information that we apparently don't know that is apparently critical to beating the game.
Okay, how do we make the frickin' gate spell?
Okay, the gate spell is... Let me look.
Ash, Pearl, Mandrake, Linux Gaming Edition.
SpecLad suggests you should waste no fewer than 2 streams, in which case we're just gonna continue on.
Any particular place we want to teleport to?
I don't care. Wherever you think is most accessible.
Yes, so tell me which is most accessible then.
Well, Britannia is pretty accessible, right?
Yes, it is. Is that...
So you want Waxing Crescent.
Okay. Oh, as the second moon, presumably.
Yeah, I think the second one is all that matters. Yeah. So right there.
Oh, we can just choose.
Oh, okay. Okay, so presumably Waxing Crescent is number
2?
2? Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. I was not expecting this to turn into a grind stream, I'll be honest. And particularly the particular mode of grind streaming, I was not expecting. You know what? It's not worth the cures, actually. I should just be letting myself remain poison and just going back and forth.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
$82. Let's mix more of the tremors.
Tremors and then Mandrake? And then Negate?
Yes. I feel like Tremor is gonna really change the game for me.
Could be.
So, magic, mix reagents, Tremor, I have 5.
Sulphurous Ash, Blood Moss, Mandrake.
Oh, I'm actually running low on Blood Moss. Well, I guess I'm gonna make 10 of those and then buy a bunch more Blood Moss.
Yep.
Now, where would I go for Blood Moss? First, I'm going to check the north coast to see if there's accidentally a Shisp up here for me to take. I don't see one. Damn. Okay, I guess I'm just going to follow along the south coast going west until I get to, place. Hey, jerkface! Were you always here? Oh yeah, you're Juliet. Okay, some stuff just happened. Seem to ready to make the final journey to the abyss. Go only with a party of 8. Really?
There it is. There's the information.
So you must have a party of 8.
Yes. I'm surprised that was the first thing you checked.
Well, it was the first thing here.
Yeah.
So, there's like 2 people I'm missing.
Yep. Each one is, by the way, associated with a virtue, obviously. So if you knew which two virtues you were missing, which is also known as which 2 classes you were missing, you'd know which town to go to. Which towns to go to.
Well, so the only twinker I have with me is Boy himself, so
I will say there are 8 companions.
Right.
That are available, but
depending on your class, one of them isn't available. Because you are one of them. Yeah, got it.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, let's see here. Oops. The camp, the status. Okay, we've got a twinker, we've got a ranger.
You can, by the way, thank Phoenix for finding that information.
Okay, we've got a druid who is from you, right?
Yes, I believe so.
We've got a bard. I don't remember what place was the bard place.
Is it Britannia?
I feel like Britannia itself is not going to provide... Well, but Britannia is the compassion place, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't remember getting a companion in Britain proper, but then I don't know if I would remember. Okay, so we know Twinker is Minnock.
Mm-hmm.
Ranger, where the hell did... I mean, I actually got these all in places, so I could have written it down. I just didn't.
Yeah, but we didn't know you needed all 8 at the time.
Yeah. So this drunkard... Well, no, you have too much name. They're not going to let anybody with that much name join my team. Maybe it was this guy. Screw you, Jeffrey, and your level 3 garbage.
Maybe it was Jeffrey.
Are we 100% sure there's somebody here? The answer is no. Hello! Really annoying place for you to be standing, you absolute turd. I hate you, Katrina. I hate you and everything you stand for.
And only 100, only level 1 also.
Of course.
But it is good that you got them all before you used the skull, so maybe you could actually try using the skull as a level up device. Because you don't have to go in immediately. You know, you could use the skull.
I can use that and then leave. Except the problem is, once I'm there, like, leaving and getting back is super annoying. I don't really want to leave.
Yeah.
I think I need to do some off-stream grinding.
Yeah. There was a specific dungeon, as I recall, that had a bunch of chests. Like a room full of them.
I feel like this is very professional of me to eat during a stream. I feel like,
Yes.
given that I also need to level up Jeffrey and Katrina,
yeah,
the right thing to do is just kill.
Grind.
Just do some killing.
Grindelgrand.
Speaking of... Oh, except... Okay, wait.
It's funny that of the classes, of all the classes, the two that you didn't have were the only two that couldn't use magic.
Okay. Shamino, you get to use a sword. You frickin' loser. And, Hana, you get to use a staff. You also loser. And... Jeffrey, you get to use a magic bow. You get to use a normal bow. No, you get to use nothing. Great time for this battle. Half my team can't do anything. Jeffrey, you get to use a normal bow. And... Katrina, you get to use a magic bow. No, you don't. You're an absolute piece of shit. Okay. Great.
Great.
Well, in that case,
Beautiful.
I may as well at least, re-equip, whoever I unequipped. I don't know, Shamino. Magic bow. At least Jeffrey will level up a little bit.
By the way, you said you need to level up, you need a Grindelgrand to level up. Well, keep in mind that you're going to have to kill things with the people that don't have bows.